Let me tell you something. Future brother just got arrested by the feds on some Pablo Escobar type shit. He in bed with the cartels and now he facing 1 million years. While Future was celebrating his birthday with the goddamn everybody in Las Vegas for some comma, his brother was getting picked up by the feds. Check this shit out!
A money counting machine, a vacuum sealer used to package bricks of illegal narcotics, and the Glock 19 semi-automatic pistol.
These are just some of the items found alongside 21 kilos of fentanyl and $380,000 in cash during a search warrant execution at a Forest Park home last week.
Because just 2 milligrams of fentanyl is a lethal amount, 21 kilograms is enough fentanyl to kill millions of people, and its street value is nearly $500,000.
Rico DeVille Bice and David Estevan Montillo Diaz were both arrested and charged with conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute fentanyl.
We believe that Diaz's connection to California is significant because we know, as mentioned earlier, the Mexican drug cartels smuggle fentanyl into our country over the southwest border.
Clayton County Police, the FBI, and the DEA all collaborated in the effort.
They also displayed $380,000 in cash they say was seized, along with another $3,000 found on a man who tried to run.
Wait a minute, they say his big ass was running. I know your big ass ain't tried to run. I know you lying. Say his big ass was running. And all that dope and money in that goddamn B&B, and y'all only had one glizzy to protect yourself. Something about this just don't sound right to me. It's given that Future brother was over there trying to cop some work to sell. He was over there trying to re-up from the cartel. Cause all that money in that goddamn house at the time they got arrested and he running out the back door and he only had 4 bands on him. That don't sound right. It sounds like he wasn't the plug, but he was copping from the plug though and was just at the wrong place at the wrong goddamn time. People blaming Future for his brother's mistake. They say he wouldn't cut no check to his brother. That's why he forced him to the street, and that's why he got caught up in the streets. So let me tell you the backstory about Future and Casino. Casino FBG grew up watching his older brother blow up in the goddamn rap game. He saw his blood brother, his half brother, carry them out the goddamn slums out there in Atlanta. His brother was Future, a multi-platinum rapper with millions to his name and a legacy behind him. And yet, Casino still felt like that money Future was getting wasn't enough for him to survive off of. That was Future money. While his brother was on stage with that goddamn mic in his hand, he was in the kitchen with the pots and the pans, whipping that goddamn work up for the streets. Now he knew that Future could have put him on payroll. He also knew that Future could have offered him a safe salary with free bands goddamn record label and kept him out the goddamn streets and facing that goddamn jail time that he knew was coming if he out here playing these goddamn crackhead ass game with the fans. But in the back of Casino mind, he probably felt like if he hustled a little harder, he probably ain't never had to eat out the hand of his brother ever in life. Cause you gotta understand, every man got pride. And he probably had the spirit of greed too and wanted more. Or whatever Future was giving him, cause you know Future probably was cutting him a little check cause to deduct them goddamn taxes, he probably was a tax write-off. It just probably wasn't enough for him to stay out them goddamn streets. Cause we all know if Future rapping about buying these women APs and Birkin bags, he probably looked out for a brother in ways that you can't trace on this goddamn internet. He probably was a road manager on Future tours, or he probably was the runner Slim Williams of the goddamn Future Free Bands label. But at the same time, he understood that Future money was Future money. Future is not his brother's keeper, caretaker, or guardian. He could guide his brother, but he couldn't watch his every goddamn step. The brother's still a goddamn grown ass man at the end of the day. Now, Future brother FBG Casino is facing decades in the federal prison over federal drug trafficking charges after a massive fentanyl bust. 21 kilos, $380,000 in cash. John Gotti, Pablo Escobar type shit. Now, if he get found guilty and got to sit behind them walls, at some point it's gonna hit him that he had a clear exit though out them goddamn streets for what Future was doing legally. He could have got up on the Future wing and got him an artist or did anything. Cause at one point Future was so hot that anything you touch around him was gonna go. He could have found him a little Drake out there in Atlanta and got behind Drake and put his cake and created a goddamn exit though with that dope money, but he ain't do that. Yet he chose the goddamn streets, cause that street money look bigger and it come a little faster than them rap checks his brother get. But fast cash always get you slow time. And in this day we living in the social media era, man, ain't nobody trying to sit in jail and give them people no time. Don't be surprised if he offer his connections in that cartel to get a trade deal for mercy, just like Birdman brother Gangsta Williams did. He might turn into an informant, cut a deal with the fans just to save his own life. Now we just gotta sit back and see if he gonna stay solid or get folded like that Kalani song. And see, you can't really blame Future. He got his own life and a whole bunch of goddamn child support to pay. It's only so much that Future could do for a grown ass man that think he a goddamn kingpin. I know he done told it, bro, you gotta get up out them goddamn streets. I got millions now, I'll put you in position. Anybody with money gonna do that when you know your brother out there and facing penitentiary chances when you making the money, man, and you got to pay the taxes anyway. You could just cut him a little check. But what y'all think? Do y'all think that this bigger than FBG Casino and he probably was just at the wrong place at the wrong time? Or do you think he really like that? And that's what Future was really rapping about in that goddamn street shit he was talking about on them goddamn songs. He was really rapping his brother's life just like Jeezy did. Just like Jeezy did with Big Meech. Big Meech was the real gangster drug dealer dope boy. That was the one Big Jeezy was talking about. It wasn't Jeezy. He was capping, he was faking. The real one was the one that did them time. He ain't gonna do no time. They did a goddamn indictment. They ain't picked Jeezy up because Jeezy was telling fictional stories based on a non-fictional character. Think about what I'm saying. Comment below and let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, baby. We the business.
Let me tell y'all about David Estevan Montilo Diaz, the 23-year-old from Coachella, California, who got caught up in this mess with Casino. This cross-state connection is what probably put them on the federal radar in the first place. When you got people moving product from California to Georgia, that's interstate commerce, and that's when the feds get interested. This young man from the West Coast probably thought he was just making some easy money, but now he's facing the same life sentence as Casino. They caught Casino with $4,000 cash in his pockets, but that was just pocket change compared to what they found inside. 21 kilograms of that deadly substance, $380,000 in rubber-banded cash stacks, a money counter, food sealer machine, and a Glock 19. That's some organized operation right there. The feds said they found an additional $80,000 in a designer bag that belonged to Casino. This man was living like a kingpin while his brother worth hundreds of millions. But here's what's really wild about this whole situation. Casino literally appeared in Future's music video called Feds Did a Sweep. In that video, he's surrounded by money, product, and living exactly the lifestyle that eventually got him arrested.